Those are my words exactly. In the Morelos Mountains, campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. High in the sky above and clear out of sight is the free Mexican Air Force flying tonight. Up there in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking light make the free Mexican Air Force Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How strange and innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of light, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills we are harvesting sweet sensimilla. The law wants it all 'cause they think the blind we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of might. That's why the free Mexican Air Force, Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high. Yeah, yeah, flying tonight. Ole!
Good eve. Let me adjust this. In fact, I had to get up for a second. I didn't have a chance to do my. There we go. That's just kind of something in the background. We hate to. We like to do the good production on here, but I want to make a quick move to the kitchen to grab the the tincture I've been making up. Remy, pay attention to this one, bro. I'm trying to eliminate a lot of the unhealthy things from my life. Weed, no. Weed is one of the healthy things in my life. But the smoking part of it, even the Toka 2, I wake up very congested in the morning. Takes me about a half hour to clear it all out, man. And what I did is I get this machine now. It's called Magical Butter. And it's an extractor. You use a high-grade alcohol. And this is an ounce of weed right here. It's 2 cups of this tincture. They call it Green Dragon Tincture. See the beautiful green color in there? And it's all strained out. And you take this in milligrams. I have, I do testosterone, hormonal replacement therapy. And I have my own syringes here. So one of the syringes holds 3 cc's. And 9 cc's, nice. 9 cc's twice a day. And man, me and the old lady, we're getting the irritating smoke out of our lives, but keeping that nice buzz, and this buzz lasts for a long time. See, like I said, this was, you can imagine, that's 400 milliliters in there. And we do 9 milliliters for the buzz. There you go, Iceman. So let's see, man, a little mathematical in there, that'd be about 40. And then add 9 times, well, there's about 50 doses in here. So 25 days, and I give a lot of it away. I mean, this is a new thing for me, and I'm really digging on it, man. You know, it's kind of the next level of weed. See, because we're trying to stay healthy, and at my age, we don't get away with what we got away with years ago, man. Like every day I get up, I feel like I was in a fucking football game. I mean, I got aches and pains, my shoulders, the arthritis, man. Oh, bro, every day. But see, I don't take anything. I don't take any pain meds. I don't take anything for my anxiety. In fact, let me show you this, man. I didn't even boxing, the best antidepressant. That's the truth right there, man. And today, this is a different kind of a show here. This is today I discovered. I didn't see anybody wish him a happy birthday online. I forget what I was doing, man. Oh yeah. I know what I was doing. I was looking up some shit about Vinny Paz. It was a thing where he had gotten out of court, and you know, when he was talking, and then there was another thing where he was drunk one night, walking through Providence. There was a YouTuber. This was probably 15 years ago. Got him on there, but I was going through and it just said Vinny Paz's net worth, so I pressed that on there, and it had all the statistics. That's a mouthful. And today is his birthday, and I said, shit. I said, I met this cat a month ago, and so anyway, I went out. I made a little happy birthday thing in my community page, put it on my Twitter. He saw it. Yeah, man, got back to me on it. Sent him a text. But anyway, I said, you know, I'm gonna do a little show tonight because he had an amazing career, man. For a cat who, you know, 5 world champions, and you know, you got the IBF, the WBA, WBC, NBA, WBO. But there were other organizations in there. The WBF, the IBO, the NBA. I mean, there were a lot more than the ones that we see. And the ones that we see, they're corrupt. They're all mixed up with nepotism, WBA, father to son presidency. Same with the WBC. You know, I mean, how can we honor these organizations and bend over to their mandates? They're saying who the number one titleist is. They're saying who the number one contender is. They're putting Keith Thurman as the number one WBC welterweight contender when his last victory was that Mario Barrios extravaganza, if you recall. Drinking water, best thing you can be drinking, man. Fuck the soda, fuck the juice, fuck the caffeine, even fuck the alcohol, bro. Water. Try yourself a 30-day water only challenge. You will feel better. You will look better, man. Your hair will be softer. Everything, man. Your dick will be harder. It's just fucking water. Water is what your body needs. It needs hydration. Many people don't get enough hydration. You know, alcohol and caffeine, they're diuretics. So they're not going to help your body retain water. They're going to actually repel water. So try to get. You know, I'm to the extreme side. I drink a gallon of water a day. Try to get a half gallon of water a day. What would that be, like 8-ounce glasses? Something like that? Something like that. But anyway, man, stay hydrated. And let me shout out who's here. Well, just waiting for a few people to come in. But I know it's a crazy, crazy night on YouTube, man. I was out listening to shit going on and feuds between people who are my friends. And it's, bro, this is just internet stuff. Sometimes you say things and you always have to, before you press that send button in your head, you always have to think twice. And that's the problem. On the keyboards, we can do that. I'm sure people have written out all kind of funky things, and before they hit that enter, they'll pause a little bit. Sometimes when you speak, you don't get to hit that pause button. And before you say it, you know the old saying, man, you can't unring a bell. So, you know, use your head, you know. Be civil. It's only boxing. That's really what the bottom line is. And I'm hearing things that I just don't want to hear on here, man, you know. I'm just hearing crazy things, man. Let's get back to my bro. Let's get back to shouting out anybody that came in here today. Remy's the first guy in here, man. Shout out to you, brother. Always good to see you, man. Always a pleasure seeing my man Remy out there. Iceman. Salute to you, my brother, Iceman. Thank you for coming by everywhere, at all times, all day of the night. Incredible character. Derek Clark, thank you, my brother. That's cool, man. I got hey, Friday night, a spur of the moment kind of a thing. We're here for Vinny Paz's birthday party. I finished off my my tincture that I had, the first batch that I made. This is only the second batch, and it's foolproof, man. This magical butter machine, you just decarbolize your weed, you throw it in there, you dump your alcohol in there, grain alcohol, despite the strongest stuff you can get, 2 cups, set it and forget it. 8 hours later, only 130 degrees. You can set it for a wide variety of temperatures and times. But so much information on YouTube here. You get these fried characters, the 420 brothers. I can't even remember their names, but they show you just how to do it right, and the next level. But anyway, man, Vinny Paz, born Vincenzo Edward Pazienza, December 16th, 1962. Changed his name legally to Vinny Pazienza. Then just likes to call him Paz now. That's what he wants to be called, Paz. You know, he had a lot of fanfare here in Rhode Island. You know, he was a top amateur boxer, wicked fast hands. But the thing was, people were saying, is he going to make it in there? And he was a lightweight. You know, back in the early '80s. That's when he started boxing, man. And I saw him in Italy. I saw him on NBC Sports World. I can't remember the guy's name. I'm going to have to look it up, man. Yeah, here it is right here. Akdakakaba Mabari. Mabari was the name I remember, man. He was also an up-and-coming fighter from I believe Italy. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, man, he stopped Paz. Yes, sir, Iceman. My birthday is the 29th of December. Andrew Charles, salute my brother. You know, Andrew Charles, man, you see all the bullshit going on. All you guys do. You see all this crazy shit going on YouTube, man. I'm trying to get some sanity back into it. Yep, you know, today, did I mention it earlier, man? You know, I started my day off. My man Trick Nolte gave me a phone call. And it was, he had a he says, "Hey Bruce, you there?" It was kind of early in the morning. He says, "Guess who I got here, man?" He hooks up a three-way call, Jose Ribalta. And man, Jose Ribalta, he's fought like 13 world champions. I mean, awesome. Fought Mike Tyson, went 10 rounds, almost survived. It was supposed to be a rematch. He was telling me great stuff on here. And the guy doesn't even have an email. I mean, dude, we got to get these guys back into the 21st century so we can get them on here and talk to them. Because it was so cool. I mean, as soon as I talked to him for I'm going to say about 20 minutes, and he was great guy. He had stories he was telling me, and he said, I said, "You mind if I get your number, champ?" I says, "I'll get it from Trick," and he says, "Yeah, Bruce Gaz, we'll hook up." And man, I think he said he was 69 years old, and he he wants a fucking exhibition with Mike Tyson, And man, I could tell he was laughing in his mind. But see, man, the cats like that we can do something on YouTube for these guys. We can help them get their channels. Maybe make a little bit of money, because a lot of these guys, they don't have the money that the fighters have today. I mean, dude, these guys, they had bad financial advisors, they had bad management. Some of them are lucky if they're even in Section 8 housing today. It's sad. And see, we as a community, we have access to these people, and if we can get them on shows and helping us. Hey, Con Shawnee, my brother. Like the Con's over at Tim Witherspoon, man. Tim, great guy. I reached out to him about a year ago, man. We've become friends. I met him in person. I mean, he wants me to do a show with him on Sunday morning. We're going to do a show with SS Cunningham, the dude who knocked Tyson Fury on his ass. And we're gonna chop it up. The two guys who know how to beat Tyson Fury, we're gonna watch the fights that they had, and they're gonna chop them up. And I'm just so lucky that I'm included I'm asked to be included on here. And they're saying, "Yeah, we want you. You're the historian." I said, "Bro, I'm no historian. In fact, I get put in my place when I get on here and I see the stuff that the cats in my chat room know." And he's like, "No, we're gonna play on that." But see, this is where these boxes, because a lot of they have no resources, man. They have no job skills to fall back on. No internet, fucking no 900 numbers, whatever it may be. But if they can start a YouTube channel, and dude, I'll tell you, you're talking to the king of stealing pay-per-views. Hey, Paul, my brother, glad you stopped in here, man. Shout out to you. I haven't bought a pay-per-view since the fucking Thomas Hearns and Iran Barkley rematch, and even that didn't come in well because I had my wires all hooked up for the black box, which wasn't working at the time. But anyway, man, if we can support these boxers, if they can get their own YouTube channel, because it's so easy. Once you learn it. I had no idea what this shit was a year ago, man. I used to watch these cats doing that youth thing, and I'd say, man, if I had a studio, because I always have the gift of gab. That's nothing, man. That was, I've always done that, and I was an all-night jazz DJ back in the day, back in the 70s when I was in college. I tried to pursue that, but crazy field. But anyway, man, when I got on YouTube and I started, yeah, he is, bro. Tim is definitely on a good start because of his man Brian. Brian Robinson is awesome. He's an events coordinator. And right now he's not making any money. He's doing this out of the goodness of his heart because he loves to see. He doesn't even really know boxing yet, but he's learning boxing as he's dealing with Tim and me. We're mentioning like oh shit, he mispronounces names. Pinklin Thomas, Pink Orland Thomas. Like no Pinklin. Well, Bruce, that's why I want you here, man. So and it's just such a cool thing. And he's learning boxing now. He knows like some mixed martial arts, big mixed martial arts YouTube guys who have I don't even know half of this shit because I don't know much about mixed martial arts. But as I get into this YouTube stuff, I start to learn a little bit more, and a lot of it goes hand in hand with boxing. But let's get back to my man Vinny Pazienza. Like I said, man, he was in Plasport, San Siro, Milan, and it was Lou Duva had a lot of his fighters there. I think he might have had Meldrick Taylor and Pernell Whitaker. Anyway, it was an NBC Sports World channel 10 around here, one of the afternoon things. Hope that music's not too loud, is it, man? The music okay? Cause seems like I have to have it on there, but I don't want it too loud, and I can't really tell if it's drowning out my lovely vernacular here. But anyway, the water. Keep that throat well lubricated. I really like water too, man. Something about the taste of it. I don't know if I can get it any lower than that, but I'll try, man. I think that's as low as I can get it, bro. I hope that's good. I think that should be okay. Yeah, I can ask my director. She's out now. She's in her room probably watching this. So, all right, bro. Thank you, my bro. Thank you. So anyway, man, you know, Vinny Paz, they ruled it a no contest at first, and I wasn't sure to this day if they had reversed it, because he cut and he got stopped on a cut, and it wasn't ruled a headbutt, it was ruled a punch. And you know, Paz it was only maybe his 10th fight or something like that. It was really early in his career, and you know, he had that minor setback, and see, that's when we knew he had he had the white man's disease. He had soft tissue, soft skin. He bled coming down the aisle. He stopped bleeding. So anyway, man, you know, Providence, man, that's where I live in Rhode Island, and Vinny Paz was a homeboy. He didn't really fight anywhere in Providence. I don't think he fought any early in his career. Let me look and see, man. Oh yeah, I see one fight in Warwick, but he really didn't. At Warwick, it would probably be at Rhodes on the Patuxent, which is an old hall in here. But it just says Warwick. It doesn't say where it was or anything. And that was it's like a 3-round knockout. It might have even been West Warwick High School. I don't know, man. But that was really early in his career. And then see he was on Tuesday Night Fights, and this is a fight that's worth pulling up here, man. Let me see if I can do it right. Yeah, I did. I got it on the first shot, man. Good stuff here, man. I'm gonna put this on my little TV on the side of me. I'm gonna see if this works out okay. Until the fight starts here, man. I kind of like this copyright-free jazz. No, that's not what I want. I want to get down here to share screen. There we go. Put that up there. And I got my little TV on over my shoulder. Hey, Major Key, how you doing? Major Key, you want to come up here, bro? You can come up here for sure, my man. I'll drop you a link. I don't usually drop links because, man, I hate to see some of the cats that come up here. But let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll drop it for you, bro. I was gonna say I'll put it I'll send it to your email. But we drop it for you, bro. If you want to come up here, because I'm talking about my brother Vinny Paz, Rhode Island homeboy. I had the pleasure of meeting him. He even bought me a bottle of water. He ran to the gas station and got his shit. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I just want to copy that, and I can just drop that in the chat over here if you want to come up, my man. Pleasure to have you, Major Key, man. You know, you made me feel really good the other night. Yeah, I saw that fight, Con. Just let me relax a little, my brother. I'll get into that. I want to tell my Vinny Paz story over here. Because that Joe Frazier Jr. fight was something to talk about. Something to definitely talk about. This was on Tuesday Night Fights. This fight here. Ed Darian as the ring announcer down in Atlantic City, New Jersey. we're gonna. That's not what I wanted to do.
What's going on, Bruce?
Major Key, my brother. How you doing, man? Let's see.
I'm doing well, brother. Listen,
I was
man,
gonna.
this live right here is exactly why I had to give you your accolades the other night, man. Like, you're a dude that I immediately recognized on YouTube when I first met you. I'm like, this fucking guy knows this fucking boxing, man. And when I realized that I had an outlet through Troy Grizzly, shout out to him, to get in contact with all these legends, I said I have to have Bruce Gas on here. And once I brought you on a couple of times, Troy Grizzly was like, "Oh, did you hit up Bruce?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I hit up Bruce." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a normal part of our presentation now. You know what I mean? So I love you, brother. I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're such a fucking knowledgeable guy. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you do great things in this whole YTBC. But I know that you do it when you want to do it the same way I do, and you do it out of the love of the sport. And that's such an absolute credit and crown that I have to give to you off rip. You don't do this shit for subs or for fucking you know for likes and monetary gain or anything like. You do this because you enjoy the sport, you love the sport, and that's one of the reasons that I connected.
All right, man. I was watching your show the other night. You a thousand subs. I can't wait till I hit 1,000 subs. Maybe someday I'll do that, man. Because that's just a good feeling. Because you got real people out there watching you. Because I know almost every guy who subbed to me. It's not just go to a site and drop your channel. I know these people. They're like family. And when you were appreciating the other day, man, you threw me some fucking love, bro. And man, I remember that first night you called me. It was Jerry Cooney was on there, and bro,
Yeah.
and I never talked to boxers before. That maybe I don't even think I ever did. I think that might have been the first one, and I had to go on Box Rec, and man, I want to make sure I got the dates right, cause bro, I mean I watched all of his fights, and my wife's like, you're like a kid over here. I'm like, I want to talk to Jerry Cooney over here, and bro, I mean I asked him that question about the booze and the coke, and he said, man, as soon as I knocked out Ken Norton, I had a line and a shot of Irish whiskey. I never went.
Hell yeah, man! I remember you threw them off. You threw us off. I was like, holy shit! Bruce knows some shit that's not on record, you know. And you've asked multiple fighters about shit that's not on record, and they've always been impressed. Like, oh shit, how does this guy fucking know this?
Hey, man, you gave me the platform to do that, and then I got a little more balls. Trick Nolte hooked me up with some boxers, and I feel so at home with them.
Shout out to Trick, man. Shout out to Trick.
Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Trick, man. Really, man. And I feel so at ease and so at home with these guys now. I must have 20 numbers of fighters on my in my phone that I can call up and just say how you doing, brother. Thinking about you, and we're gonna get you on a show pretty soon, and they appreciate that, man. These guys, they kind of lost that love, as generations go, people forget about them, and they didn't have the exposure the fighters have today. And I mean, a lot of these guys, they got nothing, bro. I mean, Ring 10, you see how these guys can't even afford to bury their relatives and stuff, and it's just sad, and that's why we can give them platforms. And we can give them their flowers while, it's cliche, but we'll give them their flowers while they're still alive. And, it's,
and I say fuck the cliche word, because when it comes down to it, we're just giving them the flowers, period. Fuck the cliche shit, but I understand exactly what you mean. It sounds cliche, but it's really just us, not knowing any better words to describe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we got a love for it.
And these guys were great back in the day. Shit, man, watching Iran Barkley, you had him on the show. Michael Nunn says to me, if you're ever in Iowa, I'm going to buy you dinner. I'm like, shit, man. I just may take you up on that someday. But, being on the shows with these guys and seeing how real they are. And I got to meet Iran Barkley down in Pennsylvania. Man, cool guy.
That's a real dude, man. He's the real dude. He's ready for smoke all the time.
Oh, fucking right, man. Fucking right. And, it's great to have this. And, hey, this is Vinny Pazienza's 60th birthday, Major Key. You got any feelings, any memories of Vinny Paz?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I unfortunately only got the latter ends of his career. As far as what I've seen, I know about his previous accomplishments, but I'm happy to say that I still give him respect based on his Vizzy Pazienza. You know what I'm saying? Definitely did his thing. He fought everybody, all the greats and all that. Lost some, won some, but I got to give him his credit. I got to give him his roses and all of that. But at the end of the day, I didn't watch. Like I can say, I watched a lot of Chavez fights, Camacho fights, Mike Tyson fights. You know what I'm saying? Holyfield fights, some Sugar Ray Leonard fights. But I wasn't able to see Pazienza like in his prime, like I would have liked to. So I gotta say that. But I know about his accomplishments, so I'm very happy to celebrate those.
I mean, he fought Camacho, he fought Duran, he fought fucking Roy Jones. He had some life and death wars with a guy from New England. His name was Jeff Rosenblatt. I'm sorry. What's his Dana Rosenblatt, and him and Vinny, they still hate each other today. I was with Vinny a month ago down in Pennsylvania. He said if I saw him on the street, I'd choke him out. Same with Greg Haugen. He had 3 fights with Greg Haugen. Oh, he's still nuts, bro. He's crazy. Showing us pictures of his girlfriends, and I mean, dude. I almost, I tried. It's his birthday today. I tried getting in touch with him, but he's a partier. He must 60th birthday. He's probably got 1,000 parties to go to. But I sent him a text. I said, hey man, if you're doing nothing, stop on, say hello. So you never know, because that's the funny thing about.
Call Mad Chad. He's probably chilling with Mad Chad over there, bro. Because Mad Chad sounds like a crazy party.
Yeah, Matt Chad's definitely got a good buzz on tonight. I sent Matt Chad a link. I talked to him earlier on the phone. He may come by later. And me and Matt Chad, we're the ones who drove around with Vinny Paz. We went to the event, and Vinny's like he gets up at the crack of lunch kind of a guy,
Yeah, man. All you fucking old farts wake up early, man. You can't wake me up earlier than noon, bro.
I can't help it. I get up I try to stay in bed till 9 o'clock, 9:30. My wife said, "You dead?"
Shout out to you. He stretched it to 9 o'clock. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna fucking sleep in if I got nothing to do.
Bro, I wish I could. When you get old, you wake up, you're in pain, and you just get up and fucking go through the day. And it's funny because dude, I'm still listening to YouTube at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like, what the fuck am I doing over here? I gotta get to bed.
I know, that's the problem with me too. Yeah, fucking falling asleep late.
I don't think I'd change it for anything though. I'm feeling okay. I'm getting to do this shit, and speaking to these great.
You're a blessing to the YCBC, Bruce. Let me give you those roses right now. This is why I said it the other day, man. I saw your comment. You said, "Hey, Major Key, you're the man," but I didn't read it because it wasn't about me. It was about the subscribers. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You're a fucking great guy, bro. Like you're gonna add some kind of information to every single boxing conversation. And if people are not aware of that yet, they're gonna be aware of it. So whenever I see you live, I'm gonna promise that I'm gonna start because I already promised I'm gonna start doing some shorts and shit like that. And I was about to do some earlier today, but my son just finished his week, or better yet, his semester, and he's been failing. So I busted his ass a couple times. So I had to make sure that he was passing. So I completely left that alone. But to be honest with you, I'm gonna start doing some more stuff. But every single time that I see you live, man, I'm gonna plug your shit. You know what I mean? And just share it on my community page. Because Bruce Gas is a real dude, man. I know that. Live. Hey, we got into the whole the whole smoking off the bong situation, right? But that was my co-host and you because he felt like he didn't want to see a lot of blazing going on. But I ain't got no fucking problem with shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Tell him I'm doing the tincture now. You got it. This is
yeah, man. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do the same shit, but.
I forgot all about that until just now. That was hilarious, man. That was funny. Yeah, Troy's a funny guy, bro. I love Troy Graham, but he's got to understand when Bruce Gas goes somewhere, he brings that Toka-2 with him. So. I know. If the Toka-2 was gonna go, I was gonna go, bro. But hey, man,
can't change the person's personality, right? You know what I'm saying?
And I've talked to Troy several times. He'll give me a call out of nowhere, and I'll talk to him for a half hour, and hey, bro, and I won't hear from him again for another month. But it's weird, bro. He's a hell of a nice guy. You know, he's 100% into boxing. His heart is sincere, and hey.
Oh yeah, he won't call you unless he's talking about boxing in some way.
Always. And he's a guy that wants to bring people together too. He wants to have panels set up with people with different opinions, and he wants to keep it civil. And hey, man, shout out to Troy Graham, bro. Wish you long, healthy life, my brother. Someday we'll chop it up again, man. Just take care of yourself the best you can, bro. And shout out to two Matadors out there. Oh, my other screen inactivity went out there. But let me show you. I want to bring up this Vinny Paz fight here, man. This was the first time he was on national. He was on NBC Sports World, but he lost. And this was on USA's Tuesday Night Fights. And check out this fight, man. This was when people didn't realize they didn't think Vinny Paz was much of a puncher. And he's fighting this guy Melvin Paul. Melvin Paul was a fairly decent fighter. He was out of New Orleans.
Hold up, say that shit again. That was USA, not FS1, not Fox, but USA. If anybody remembers that.
USA. Melvin Paul, 21-5, say 14 knockouts, I believe. And he was an up and coming. He was a respectable journeyman back then. And Vinny Paz, untested. I think they're going to call Vinny Paz. I think he's going to say he's undefeated on here because, like I said, that first victory, that fight that he had that he lost in Italy, I think they tried to have that reversed. Yeah, see, 16-0, and this is after he got beat in Italy. So on box record says he's already got one defeat. But here he is with Lou Duver in his corner. This is a young Vinny Paz, the Pazmanian Devil. Paul will fall. But I mean, this was USA's Tuesday Night Fights knockout of the year. And this is not a long drawn out fight, bro. They're both in there. Vinny's a young kid, 22. Melvin Paul, 25. They're both lightweights. Vinny's a 3 pounds over the limit. Melvin Paul's 1 3/4 pounds. And so they're both fairly even in size and height. But this was a fight that, I mean, even to this day, we asked Vinny Paz the other day, what was the hardest punch he ever threw? He said Melvin Paul. And you're going to see an incredible ending to this fight, man. I mean, Vinny would be proud to be watching this fight. He would go through this one like he'd be Howard Cosell over here, man. Yeah, this was and he's got the short shorts on. Melvin Paul's not fooling around. This is one of Vinny's first times in with a seasoned pro, so he always had the habit of grabbing that top rope. But this was a very, very short and very thrilling fight, and they showed this one punch that you're going to see coming up. They showed this one punch highlight reels all the time. We got Tony Perez as the referee. Atlantic City, this is on August 26, 1985. The year I got divorced. Great year in my life. I get into boxing for full time after this, man. But people thought Paz was just speed and pity pat punching. He showed different over here, man. We're only 1.5 minutes in the first round. But yeah, this is a guy that I'm going to get on a show, Major Key, man. I'm going to get Vinny Paz on here because I could talk to Vinny Paz for 2 hours. I was on another panel. Somebody invited me on about a year ago, and I blew his mind with some of the questions I was asking him because I'm asking him questions from the streets of Rhode Island, you know. It's like this dude came back from a broken neck and won a world title. You know how big that is, man? He's only the second boxer in history to win the lightweight title and come back and win the junior middleweight title. That's 3 weight divisions. That's going past.
Is he Is he orthodox fighting?
Yeah, he's a right-hander, but he fights with a crazy
Because look, he's
style.
fighting in that stance, but I feel like almost like he's a natural southpaw because all he's throwing is left jabs and left hooks, and then once in a while he'll throw a right, but it will throw it down the pipe instead of like a knockout punch.
You're gonna see at the end of the second round, you're gonna see him throw the right. Believe me,
Yeah,
this is a
because
short
right now
fight.
you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, he was a Muhammad Ali. He loved Muhammad Ali. That was his idol. So he tried to dance around. He tried to master the left jab. He tried to be Ali. And I mean, cocky son of a bitch, man. He's ready to go at it after the bell rings.
I know. I always knew Vinny Paz was a fucking tough son of a bitch. Don't get me wrong.
Tough, cocky son of a bitch. A lot of people didn't like him. Lou Duva's
Nah, man. I like put it like this. A lot of Italian people I like. Put it like that. I like a lot of Italian people. You know, my mother worked number spot for Italians. I grew up around a lot of Italians. You know, my first nut was with an Italian girl when I was a teenager, and my wife right now is Italian. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have to tell you.
Rhode Island was the fucking mafia capital of the world for fucking years, man. Raymond Petriarca, Federal Hill. Vinny knows all that shit, man. I talk to him, we talk about it. I mean, you know, shit, man. His father was the dude. You go by. His father was the #1 Rolex watch seller. He was a barber. He would sell you anything, man. You know, I mean, Rhode Island's famous for that shit. And Vinny Paz, he is one tough son of a bitch out of the streets of Cranston, Rhode Island. But he's fighting a ranked contender over here, Melvin Paul. And I want you to keep an eye on the right hand that's going to be coming up very shortly.
Yeah, man.
This is stuff highlight reels are made from. And like I said, we asked him the other day, the hardest punch you ever. Oh, look at that left hook. Right hand to the body.
Volume because this car was driving by.
All right, my brother. Check this out. It's coming up very shortly. I don't know the exact times. I haven't seen this fight in years. But he's got that right hand cocked. Boom! Oh,
that was nice. That was nice. That was nice.
I forgot how pretty that was.
Yeah, because he winged it too. Like he winged it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know he was coming with. Man, that was nice.
Was fucking nuts. We're gonna have to see that again in slow motion. That was fucking crazy.
He set it up with the left though. He set it up with the left then.
Oh yeah, man. He got Lou Duva. That's his dad. He's hugging right there. And the cut man, I think that's Al Braverman. I'm not sure, but that's one of Lou Duva's cut man. And the name just escapes me right now. Might even be Eddie the Clot Aliano, but Vinny had to have a top cut man with him because he used to bleed before the national anthem was over. But yeah, I think they're gonna show. Yeah, they're gonna show this again. They got a few more, enough to show this highlight knockdown. He's still on the ground. But yeah, he winds it up. He's like, wow. And how young he is over there. I mean, this guy turned 60 years old today. Still in decent shape. But I want to show that. I want to show that knockout. I'm sure they're going to show it again because that was just too much, man. That was like incredible. Melvin Paul's on his feet.
Damn.
That's his Goombas over there, man. Tony Perez saying, "Hey, man,
Nice.
shit, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and stop."
Yeah, I gotta fall back for 1 second, Bruce. But listen, I just wanted to come up and give you accolades. You know what I mean? Again, you're a great boxing channel. Let me know whenever, man. Let me know whenever. I talked to Trick, by the way, the other day, and we're all good moving forward with. We'll talk on the back end about that.
With Joe.
Peace, bro.
Love you, Major Key. Peace. All right, guys, that was a pleasant surprise. Major key over there. I'm gonna go back and and get that knockout again, man, because that was just too sweet. That was too sweet. I've got the mouse in my right hand here, and I'm trying to do it up right here, man. So just bear with me for a second. Bear with me. We're gonna get this back on the screen here. This is worth watching again. There we go. Keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open. Check this out. Oh! Oh! Was that not a thing of beauty? Kind of the something like Muhammad Ali would do in his prime. I mean, it was beautiful. Vinny just he got that one right on, man. I got to give him a lot of credit for that one. And the motherfucker's 60 years old today. Ain't that something, man? I still got him by almost 8 years. Because I'm going to be 68 in another 16th. I'm on the 29th, so that's 13 more days. Friday, 13 more days. That was something, Paul, man. That was one of the fights that I remember back in the early days, seeing Vinny where he was in charge, you know. The fight in Italy, not so much, man. You know, not so much. The Marby fight, people thought that might have been it for Vinny Paz. But no, sir, bro. A little tougher than that. And then in his very next fight, this is the first time I saw Vinny Paz live, in the flesh. Providence Civic Center. February 5th, 1986. Me, my friend the Sarge, my friend B, and I think my buddy Jimmy Ross. 4 of us. We went to the Civic Center, walk in, and we were lucky because this sold out the fucking Civic Center. They had more people in there than they had for wrestling, which they'd turn them away. They had Andre the Giant there in a battle royale. I was there, couldn't get in. Fucking Elvis sold the place out. Frank Sinatra, but they didn't get more people in there than Vinny Paz and Joe Frazier Jr. And me and my boys, I was doing the Painkillers that night. We stopped at a bunch of bars. I had a job in sales. I was doing germicidal sales. I was going to industries like hospitals, nursing homes, selling all the germicides that they clean the place with, that they disinfect the place with. And I mean now, that stuff must be, it literally gets dumped down the toilet, and you get paid for every ounce that goes, every gallon or whatever that goes down the toilet. That was a little money that I made. But anyway, I was rolling in cash, suit and tie, worked till about 6 o'clock, hooked up with my G's up in Providence. We went out, we had dinner at Capriccio's, which is Google the place, man. It's a high, I guess about as classy a place, an Italian restaurant as you can go in Rhode Island. You know, tuxedoed waiters, linen, fresh flowers, the whole 9 yards. And we went in there, man. We had dinner. We drank Cavazier. We smoked joints with cigars in our hands so they couldn't smell the weed. And it's only a walk to the Civic Center. Hey, sliding counter. Shout out my brother. Yeah, that almost happened, man. I don't know why it didn't happen. I think it was the weight divisions back then. I don't know why, but he fought everybody else. But anyway, man, this night at the Civic Center, Joe Frazier Jr. Hector Frazier was his real name. And Joe was there. Joe Sr. was there. Marvis was there. I mean, the whole family basically was there. And, you know, they stood out in Providence. They were decked in colors. I think he had green. I think that was his color, the emerald green that Joe used to like. And Vinny used him as a punching bag. Vinny was just wicked fast, wicked powerful. Beat the shit out of him. I mean, I was expecting to see more, because I've seen Hector Frazier. I've seen Joe Frazier Jr. It's what he went by. I saw him get beat by Mike Munchkin, the machine gun, Mike Munchkin. Remember him? He's the one who was in the movie with Mickey Ward, Mike Mungin. But anyway, he knocked out Joe Frazier Jr. But then Joe Frazier Jr. came back, fought some good fights. I can't remember exactly the fights that he fought. Let me go through and look at it. When I see the names, it'll refresh the brain here. So let's go back there and check it out, man. Okay, get the Vinny Paz fight. Vinny was 17-1 over here, 18-0 and according to the scorers here. But yeah, let's see, man. Hector Frazier, Joe Frazier Jr. I want to see the some of the names I can remember on his record. Mike Mungin. That's when he lost by a TKO. Mungin was 9-0. That fight, I remember seeing that. Mike Blunt, I think I saw that fight. He came back and he won that fight. But there weren't any other names. Vinny Pazienza, Brett Summers, so a name we remember. I don't see much on Joe Frazier Jr.'s resume after that. You know, he went on. He didn't have a great career. But anyway, Vinny Paz did, because Vinny Paz looked fantastic at that fight, man. Peter Manfredo, great guy, yeah, man. Manfredo and Joe Spina. I don't remember the exact fight, to be honest with you, bro. Must have been during my my career in my supplement business. It just kept me going like 24 hours a day. But Manfredo's another great guy, another guy I've spoken to on the phone. I got his number in there. I text him occasionally. You know, I want to get him on one of these days. But see, Peter is working construction right now with the union, and he gets up at 3 in the morning. He drives to Boston, and he doesn't get back till 4 in the afternoon. He goes to bed at 7:30. I mean, the dude works and he sleeps, and he has a lot to take care of. And definitely want to get him on here, man. He had an awesome career. Joey Spina, was he New Jersey? But anyway, bro, after that wild night at the Civic Center, everybody went nuts, man. Everybody went crazy. It's like he knocked out Joe Frazier. But Vinny came through with that one very, very nicely. And then he fought Harry Arroyo, former world champion. Won a unanimous decision. That was on a Sunday afternoon. I think that was on ABC's Wide World of Sports or on one of these shows. Hey, Demetrius Bright, bro. Shout out to you, man. Then there was a Tuesday night fight. He fought Nelson Bolanos. Nelson was a former world title challenger. Let me take a quick look at Nelson Bolanos. He retired with a record of 35-4. Got knocked out 4 times. Fought John Duplessis. Fought Vinny Paz, who we know already out there, man. You see, a lot of these fighters, I just don't remember them. But yeah, that was a Alfredo Lane, who was a former champion. But anyway, man, Vinny beat him on a Tuesday night fight. Then let's see. Then Roger Brown. I don't really remember that. Roberto Elizondo. That was at the Providence Civic Center, and that was a fight that I speak to Marlon Starling. Hey, Chain, how you doing, bro? Roberto Elizondo was a former world title challenger. He fought Alexis Arguello, and he had a hell of a fight with Vinny Paz. Vinny was killing himself. He told me this. He says making that 135 was fucking killing him. He said he had to spit the last freaking quarter ounces out. He had to piss. He could not chew gum because it would create too much saliva. And he said it was killing him to make that weight. But anyway, he beat Roberto Elizondo, and then it was that fight with Greg Haugen at the Civic Center. I mean, I was at that fight, man, and I thought Greg Haugen won that fight. It was a hell of a fight. It was a close fight. Could have gone either way, but Paz won that fight, man. So Paz was now a world champion, IBF world champion. Next fight, he fights Haugen again. He loses a unanimous decision. It's 15 rounders too, and that was the last 15 round fight. So, I mean, that's something that you can look up. That's something you can look up there. People will argue about it, but I'm pretty sure that was the one. But yeah, Con, I thought he beat Vinny in that fight, but Vinny clearly lost the second fight. The weight was what was doing it, man. The weight was destroying him. And he went up to junior welterweight, and it was still killing him to make that weight, man. Because you got to remember, Vinny was growing, man. He was growing fast. He was putting on a lot of muscle. He had the body. He had the ectomorphic body that would put on a lot of muscle. Athletic build. Hey, Chen Smoke, my brother. How you doing, man? Chain and Chen Smoke. You know, a lot of times I mistake you guys. I say it's Chain, Chen Smoke. It's Chen. It's good to see you both here, because I don't think you'd be the same person coming with two accounts. I wouldn't be that fortunate enough to get double views. But hey, I always forget to say it, but I think those thumbs up are kind of important. And I'm doing this. This is going on Facebook too. I wonder if I can get the Facebook. See if anybody's watching me on Facebook. Because I'm trying to get myself out on different things here, man. Do I want it on home? Yeah, bro, I'm on there live right now. All right, man. Yeah, I think I'm doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now on there. So, shout out to anybody watching me on Facebook. I appreciate you out there, man. This is Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. And we're doing a live here in celebration of my Rhode Island homie, Vinny Pazienza. It's his birthday. There you go, Con. It definitely helps the visibility. There's nobody watching it on Facebook now. I mean, I do have like something like 1,500 people following me on there. Because I just accepted all requests from anybody. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to meet you. You know, I'm a happily married man, and I have no lonely times, bro. When I get lonely, I go to bed. So, man, there ain't no downtime with me, man. And especially now that we're doing this shit on Facebook, digging on all this, all these legendary boxers that I'm fortunate enough to hook up with. Well, Vinny Paz was one of them, and we're going to get him on here soon, man. But I just found out today was his birthday. And happy birthday, Vinny Paz, 60 years old. So then anyway, man, like I said, man, he went up to junior welterweight and it was still killing him. He went up to welterweight. Still tough. And then there was that ill-advised fight with Roger Mayweather for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. Vinny got down to 140. He doesn't know how he did it. There was a big fight at the end of it. Lou Duver, I think, was carried out on a stretcher. It was tough to see. There was a lot of animosity there. And anyway, man, Vinny lost a unanimous decision. I don't know if he won a round. I would have called that, 120 to 108, one of those kind of fights. But Vinny didn't have any. He didn't have any business fighting at that lighter weight. That's when he fought a cat named Jake Carullo. Then he fought my brother who was on the show a couple of weeks ago, Vinny Borghese. You guys remember that fight? I didn't until I had Vinny on here, and we talked about it. Vinny against Vinny, man. I met Borghese down in Pennsylvania at that Legends event. I really didn't know who he was, man. I heard of him. The name rang a bell, but I didn't follow his career. But when you hook up with these guys, it's different. Because I mean, these guys are old like me now, man. There's some cool cats, man. And they dig this too, man. Vinny was a nice guy to have. I had him and Brian Barboza on the same show. Tim Witherspoon came on there, and this other cat, man. His name is Dean Williams. They call him the Welsh Road Warrior. Another cool cat that I've had the pleasure of meeting, and I found out, man, he's sparred with Larry Holmes, with Thomas Hearns, with Tim Witherspoon. I mean, he's been in and out of all the gyms in the world, basically. He was from where's Welsh? Is that England or Ireland? I don't even know. The Isle of Welsh. Welsh Rabbit. But anyway, man, he amazing guy. Loves to talk. One of the unsung heroes of boxing. Larry Holmes brought him in because he knew how to beat the Philly shell. So you're getting all these stories over here, and I'm fortunate enough to be on the receiving end of them. So appreciate it, man. Appreciated, well appreciated. And over here, man, here we go. We're gonna see what Vinny was doing after this here, man. After Vinny Borghese, he knocked out Vinny Borghese, and Vinny Borghese, I talked to him about that. I said, hey, how was the fight with my homeboy Vinny Paz? And he said, Vinny Paz was so fucking big. He says he looked like he was 100. I think I talked to him after that. He said he weighed 165 pounds. It was Vinny had a tough time. He made the weight, and then this was I don't know if it was the day before or the same day weigh-ins. I'm not sure. It had to be the day before because, like I said, Vinny Borghese just did not believe how big Vinny Paz was. They're great friends today. Borghese said he still wanted to kick his ass, and I mean it was a hell of a fight. The UK, okay, man. Then he's a Welsh Road Warrior from the UK. But anyway, man, after beating Vinny Borghese, Eddie Van Kirk at the Civic Center. It was another Tuesday night fight. They loved Vinny, I guess. ABC, USA Network. So yeah, he was on there, and then there was the fight with Hector Macho Camacho. And it was, Vinny was Camacho was too fast, he was at the right weight. Vinny, once again, he's still fighting at the super lightweight, 140-pound division. I don't know why, but he kept doing it. He stayed with it. He fought Greg Haugen again for the third time. This time he beat Greg Haugen. Close fight, but he beat Haugen. And then this was the fight where he said this was it, man. He was not gonna fight at 140 anymore. He fought Loreto Garza, and he told him face to face. He said, when I was in my dressing room, I thought I had died. They told my father. They went and got him. They said, your son is not gonna make it. He was so dehydrated, and the brain was dehydrated. He said he was hallucinating. He said he was in heaven. It was just, he said that the craziest, and he's telling me this, looking me in the eye, and I'm like, whoa. And, he said, I'll never weigh that, I'll never go to weigh 140 again in my life. And that's when he got Kevin Rooney to train with him as his trainer. And Kevin Rooney said, oh man, no, you're not a 140-pound fighter, man. You're a junior middleweight. Fuck the welterweight. You're a big man. He said he knew the body type. He knew the weight where it should be distributed. He fought his next fight, another Tuesday night fight, man. Ron Amundsen. That was for the USBA USBA Junior Middleweight Championship. And see, back in the day, that would guarantee you a title shot. USBA, that was interim, that was mandatory. You know, it wasn't as confusing as it was today. You had the 1991, you had three major federations out there, and then you had the USBA and the NABF. And if you won any of those minor titles, which were 12 rounds, I think they had gone down to 12 rounds here back in the early 90s. But before that, only the 15 round fights were only the title fights, the world title fights were 15 round fights, and the regional titles, the USPA, the NABF, I think there were a few more in there, but those were the ones that mattered, and those were 12 rounds. And 10 rounders were the common thing. 10 round fights were the norm back then. If it wasn't for a title, it was 12 rounds. So, you know, weird. Boxing, it's evolved, devolved, whatever you want to call it. So then, man, Providence Civic Center's rocking after that. Vinny Paz gets another chance at a world title at super welterweight. And he wins it, man. He fucking knocks out Gilbert Delay. Gilbert Delay, I believe that was pronounced. And it was another USA Tuesday night fight, you know, because, see, back then, Vinny Paz was, he was money. He was a big name. People liked to watch him. Win, lose, or draw. Vinny Paz give you your money's worth, bro. But see, after that, that's when there was, after that fight, Vinny wins the title. And, Vinny gets in a car accident. He's with one of his friends, somebody that he knew. Gets in a head-on collision. Breaks his neck. Breaks two vertebrae in his neck. His spine. I mean, broken neck, technically, in layman's terms. And he ended up suing the driver who hit him, and he ended up suing the guy who was driving the car that he was in. I think it was a Jeep. I remember seeing it on the news. And, you know, it went head over heels. And he ended up suing the driver of that. He ended up winning. I think I was reading today, he got almost $1 million. And it was found to be the dude who was driving the car that he was in was the one who caused the accident. And I guess he must have had good insurance. But you got to watch the movie Bleed for this to see. You know, they do a good job in telling what actually happened to the dude, man. You know, Vinny had the broken neck. He had the halo put into his head. You know, that it holds your neck in place, and it's a thing that goes around, and they screw it into your skull with these titanium screws so it doesn't move. Because you got to understand, a fracture, man. You know, that's why they put you in traction. But they have the halo now, and you know, Vinny, the first thing he said to the doctor, "Can I box again?" And the doctor said, "Man, you're lucky if you walk again." And he proved him wrong, man. It was an unbelievable thing. But a little over a year later, he came back and he beat future WBC super welterweight champion Luis Santana. And I mean, it was a thing to see. He fought again. He fought at middleweight. He fought a lot in Foxwoods, man, which is just down the road from me. It's a gambling casino, big place. He went to Atlantic City and he fought Lloyd Hunnigan. He knocked him out, which was, you know, Lloyd Hunnigan had seen better days. He had won. He was more of an '80s fighter. This was 1993. Beat Robbie Sims, man, Marvin Hagler's half brother. Dan Sherry. I mean, Vinny Jacques LeBlanc. See, these names all ring a bell because this is a renowned homie, and these fights are all they're in Foxwood. They're on national TV at the time. Either an ESPN would pick them up or USA. You know, and then he had his infamous fight with Roberto. Let's pull up a Paz fight before we before we get into that, man. Let's look at another one of his fights here, man. See, I can put this one on the background here. Bear with me just 1 second here. Hey, Michael Johnson, brother, how you doing, man? A pleasure to have you in here, my bro. We're celebrating the birthday of Vinny Paz. And yeah, Paul, you know, I talked to Vinny Paz about that fight, and he swears that those gloves were loaded, man. He swears Howard Graham had loaded gloves. He sent his corner in there to check the wrappings, and when they got in the corner, his hands were already wrapped. And the commission said, not enough time to check them now. And Vinny says he got the fucking shit kicked out of him in that fight, man. And that was Glovegate right there, bro. You know, Vinny Paz said he doesn't put any of this shit past the boxing today. None of this shit, man, because you know he said he was done wrong. I believe he believes it, and you know, boxing's a shady game. You know, we can laugh at all this shit going on, the Everlast gloves. I don't know the exact story on that, man, because frankly, I don't even give a shit anymore about that stuff anymore. I want to see fighters fight fair stuff. I want to see them fight on an even keel, and you know, maybe we can find out some of these ill goings on in the sport of boxing. But after he fought that, then he had a fight with fucking Roberto Duran. You know, I mean, the great Roberto Duran. 92 wins, 9 losses. Roberto Duran. Now that's 101 wins, 101 fights, if you're counting. And Vinny said he got hit the hardest in his life by Roberto Duran. You know, he told me and Mad Chad, I think it was Chad who asked him, who was the hardest you got hit by? And he says, Roberto Duran. He felt like he had bricks in his hands. And this is after getting punched around by Harold Graham, who he says had loaded gloves or something fishy going on. But Roberto Duran and Vinny Paz, it was a hell of a fight, man. It was a good fight. And a lot of people thought Duran won. A lot of people thought Paz won. Paz came on at the end, the last 4 or 5 rounds, man. He's fast, beating Duran to the punch. And Vinny got that victory, man, against a legend, against an old legend, but nonetheless, man. You know, Roberto Duran was a hell of a guy. He fought Raphael Williams. I don't know if you remember Raphael Williams. Raphael Williams he was around a lot. He fought everybody, man. And we could go. If I went back and looked at Raphael Williams' record, it would impress the hell out of you. But we'll stick with the program here. He fought Duran again after that, man. Rematched him, beat Roberto Duran easily. Hands down, beat Roberto Duran. And then there was that ill-fated night, man. Roy Jones. Vinny will tell you about that fight too, man. Vinny will tell you, bro. He said, usually he slept 2 hours before a fight, and he was supposed to go on at midnight. And he said that all of a sudden, 10 o'clock, Vinny, you're up next. And he's like, whoa, you know, first of all, I don't know how anybody can sleep 2 hours before a fight. But Vinny was a strange cat, man. You know, Vinny did it his way, and that's what happened. But anyway, he fought Roy Jones. Roy Jones cleaned his clock. Vinny didn't get a decent punch in some of those rounds, man. You know, Roy Jones was all over him. Just totally outclassed Vinny Paz. You know, it was not a good fight to watch. Roy Jones at his peak. They love each other like brothers now. And the next fight, man, this is one I want to bring up. This was put it on my little TV here. We'll start it going here. This was down in Atlantic City. This is against undefeated Dana Rosenblatt. He was out of Massachusetts. They had a New England rivalry going. Tony Orlando, remember him, man? And so this was a well-respected fight. I can't remember if this was on USA, or if this was on ESPN, or if this might have even been on a pay-per-view. Because this was back in the day where they had TVKO, so they had a lot of pay-per-views. But Dana Rosenblatt, Vinny still doesn't like him to this day. We asked him about some of the fighters, if he liked, if he didn't like, and he said Rosenblatt, I'd choke him out. And he said he'd choke out Greg Haugen. Rosenblatt, he'd punch him in the face if he saw him. Because we were at this event with all these legends. We were just fucking with them. It was a good time. And look at him, man. Look at the hairdo that he's got there, bro. I mean, this is Rhode Island. He's got Kevin Rooney in his corner. And see, Vinny wanted to get to 50 wins. That's one thing he told us. He said, his mother and his father died within months of each other, and just before he got his 50th win. And he was, that's one thing he was sorry about, this, because he wanted to show his parents that he'd get 50 victories. And Dana Rosenblatt, undefeated, big in New England. I think he was from maybe Malden, Mass. I'm not sure. Let me take a quick look while this fight's going on here, if I have the pleasure to do so. Yeah, Malden, Mass. Well, I can't believe I got that right. Woo! Sometimes I impress myself, man. But yeah, man. And Dana Rosenblatt, he retired. Vinny Paz was the only guy to beat him. He retired with a 37-1 record. The only loss on there was to Vinny Paz, the fight we're gonna watch right now, and this was redemption. This was Vinny Paz. He was showing us, man, that I'm Vinny Paz, baby. In fact, this deserves a little more than the small screen there. We'll get the weed in the background. And we'll watch. See, look at Vinny. Look at that footwork, man. He's got some fucking good footwork for an old guy, man. This is in 1996. Vinny Paz started his career in fucking, what was it, 86? This is 10 years into his career, man. I'm sorry, I'm getting away with myself over here. He continued. His career was from 83 to 2004, so he had a long career. He still fought 8 years after this fight. But I mean, check this out, man. Vinny was definitely something to see. Going against undefeated Dana Rosenblatt. And Vinny got a fine for this fight, bro. This fight I remember real well. Vinny goes nuts. You're gonna see Pazienza, the Tasmanian Devil. You're gonna see Paz go fucking nuts in this fight. This is good stuff here, man. Oh, Rosenblatt got him nice. Rosenblatt got a nice jab and almost took his head off. Vinny's like, oh, dropped him. And look at Vinny, doesn't want to hear that, man. Woo. Knockdown. And there they go, man. Vinny doesn't want to hear that. Vinny's pissed. And there goes Rosenblatt's got that courage, man. He's going for that chin. Vinny's using that pressure, using that. It's almost like a Joe Frazier without that left hook. He's throwing more of that jab, but he's coming in squaring off, and he's getting hit, man. He's getting hit, but he's taking the punches and he's coming back with good counter punches. And now Vinny's on his front foot. He's trying to get Dana Rosenblatt as the corner. Dana Rosenblatt coming back with a nice combination. Vinny Paz going to the body. Rosenblatt gets him in the overhead lock. Tony Orlando breaking them up. Oh, nice overhand sneaky straight right by Vinny Paz. Vinny Paz with a nice combo. And that's the end of the round. And look at that, jarring at each other, man. These guys, they don't like each other. This is good stuff. Kevin Rooney, head trainer for Vinny Paz over here, man. He's definitely Rottweiler, Cane Corso, Pitbull, whatever the fuck. He's a bad motherfucking dog in there. Yeah, he definitely did. And he's got a girl now. What the hell did he tell her? She was I think he told her she was like 45 or 43, and he showed us a picture, and she has a blonde. She had these fucking huge tits coming out, and he's like, "What do you think? What do you think?" You know, and he was serious, man. Because to him, I guess that's a little old. I don't even know, but oh, look at that, man. Look at that shit. But Vinny's always got a hot mama. I mean, he told us he had a condo in Vegas, and he built a strip joint in his condo. Guy's fucking nuts. I love him, man. Here we go, the second round, man. Vinny Paz, the seasoned veteran, recovering from a broken neck, taking on Dana Rosenblatt, the upstart, undefeated New Englander here. And yeah, good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Vinny's trying to walk him down, but Vinny's been down. He felt the power of Dana Rosenblatt, so he's not going to walk into anything unexpected here. Yeah, Vinny's trying to feint. Dana Rosenblatt isn't going for it, so it's like almost a standstill here. Rosenblatt coming, and Vinny's showing some good head movement there, man. I'll tell you, there's some hot tempers going on here. I think they're throwing boxing skills out the window. They both want to get in there and land some power punches here. Vinny with a nice overhand right, timed it over that slow left jab of Rosenblatt. Vinny weaving, going up and down. He's looking to drop that right hand. He's throwing the jab with frequency. I mean, he's got that herky jerky style, and he's in good shape in this fight. He's looking good in these early rounds so far. And check this out, man. You wanna see a nice finisher here, man. You're gonna see a crazy Vinny Paz in this fight. They already look like they want to take the gloves off and just go at each other. Yeah, very, very little science in this fight. I mean, it's all power punching, very, very little jabbing, very, very, very little anything except looking to throw some bombs. Vinny circling around, man. Vinny definitely has got some nice footwork. That's some beautiful footwork. Vinny looking to throw that right hand. He's landing a couple of them in there, man. That's the end of the round. All right, man. Rosenblatt thinks he's got him. Frustrated. He thinks Pazienza can't hit him. We're coming into the fateful third round here, my friends. Rosenblatt getting his instructions. You know, you can see good, nice body punch by Rosenblatt. Nice left hook to the liver. And here we go, man. Here we go. The third round. Give him his last rites because Vinny goes nuts in this round. Yeah, nice stuff. Oh, another knockdown. Calling it, no, it's a slip. I mean, Vinny doesn't want to hear that, man. Vinny's ready to take his head off. Vinny just wants to throw that bomb, and you know he's got a dynamite right hand. We saw it earlier. When Vinny doesn't like you, he wants to hurt you, and he does not like Dana Rosenblatt over here, man. Yep, you got that, Paul. Oh, here we go, man. Here we go. Come on, look at Vinny pulling a freaking Robert De Niro, Jake LaMotta over here. Hand on the rope. Referee says, get your hand off there. And there we go, man. This is excitement from now on. Look at Vinny. I tell you, he looks like the raging bull over there. He wants to take a punch to give a punch. Look at him throwing that crazy overhand right. Vinny's just dazzling him with that footwork. Rosenblatt can't get near him when he starts dancing, but Vinny wants to drop some bombs on here, and he knows he's not going to dance and throw those bombs like that. You know, unless your name is Muhammad Ali, and I'll tell you, he shows his flashes there. You got to love this kid. Very, very talented. Oh, look at this shit, man. Oh yeah, they're jawing. You hit me, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you. Boom, come on, let's go. You got nothing. Definitely a lot of jawing going on here. I can only imagine what the words must be coming out of their mouths. Vinny just walking in with no defense. He's like, come on, motherfucker, hit me. And Rosenblatt sticking out his chin. The end of the round. Oh yeah. And Kevin Rooney, man. Kevin Rooney's in rough shape today, man. If you think about it, and if it's what you do, man, you just say a quick prayer for Kevin Rooney, because I understand he's full-blown dementia. Kevin Rooney is a character, bro. And Kevin Rooney was one of the boxing characters. Disciple of Custamato. And here we go, man. Look at Vinny weaving and bobbing in that ring, saying, "You ain't doing nothing. You putting his hand on the fucking ropes, man." Oh, nice fucking straight. Nice straight left by the southpaw Rosenblatt. No, I guess Rosenblatt was he leading with that left. I guess he's a orthodox fighter here. No, he's not. He's a southpaw. I'm sorry. This tincture's hitting me nicely here. Now Yes, he definitely got knocked out cold by Aguayo. Oh, there's that right hand by Vinny Paz. They're going toe to toe over here. Vinny is not going to be denied though, man. Check this out. Yeah, Vinny is definitely the Italian stallion over here. He's definitely the raging bull. Oh, nice left hook. Just missed with the right hand. You know, this is a fight that's not destined to go much longer. Dana Rosenblatt popping out with that right jab. Oh! Down goes Rosenblatt. Beautiful overhand right from Vinny Paz. He's fucked up. Check this out, man. Look at his eyes are glazed. He says he's all right, and here we go. You're unleashing the pit bull on him now. Look at this crazy motherfucker. Upstairs, downstairs. Oh. Referee tries to stop him. He goes after the referee. Look at this crazy bastard. Look at Vinny Paz. They gotta drag him away, man. That cost him money right there, bro. That cost him a few $1,000s. He's getting warned. He's getting reprimanded. Lucky he's not in handcuffs, man. That's crazy shit. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Let's watch a little bit of this, man. Let's catch the replay. Dana Rosenblatt got a tremendous beating by Vinny Paz. And Vinny Paz, look at him, man. A jacked Vinny Paz. Vinny was a gym rat, man. He was known for his dedication. He was known for his partying, man. Vinny loved to drink, man. He said 5 drinks he was fucked up. He couldn't handle his booze as well he could his opponents. Amazing stuff, man. Turn that damn phone up.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again, or dial 611 for customer assistance.
Okay, there we go. Overhand right, knocks him on his ass, and then he goes nuts on him. And they're checking out Dana Rosenblatt, making sure he's all right. But that cost Vinny. Vinny was a little crazy. He won himself the WBU World Super Middleweight Championship. So that was another world title. I mean, you know, the WBU. You can say what you want about any of these organizations, bro, but they're the same as the next. And right now, Vinny Paz is a big big supporter of the WBC. WBC as a federation, Jose Sullivan, Mauricio Sullivan, and Vinny never was awarded, never won a WBC championship. But yet he's very fond of. Look at Tony Orlando get shot, hit in the back of the head, gets a knee from this other dude running in the ring. Oh, yeah, Vinny is like unloading on him in the corner. Tony Orlando trying to get in there. Bang, he gets hit. Boom, he gets hit in the back of the head. He goes down. Oh man, crazy shit going on in the ring. Orlando definitely took more than a shot, bro. I can't remember the number, but he was fined big bucks on this one. I'd love to have him on here now. I don't know him well enough to just give him a call. I already texted him a happy birthday, and I want to be good with him. I want to be on the. Look at he's got the black eye going on. I want to get him on for an interview. I know it's not late for him. I know he's out there partying, especially tonight on his birthday. But who knows? He maybe with a broad. He may be getting laid. I don't know, man. But this was great stuff, man. This was Vinny Paz. Once again, man, the legendary Vinny Paz. You know, after this, he went to England. He had that fight with Harold Graham. He lost that when he beat Glenwood, the real Beast Brown. Tough veteran at Foxwoods, man. Arthur Allen, another prospect. He fought Dana Rosenblatt in a rematch at Foxwood, and he lost a decision, which it was a split decision. I saw the fight. I thought Pazienza won the fight. But anyway, he fought Aaron Superman Davis. He got TKO'd by Aaron Superman Davis. We had Aaron Superman Davis on a show. Really nice guy. He beat Mad Chad's friend, Irish Pat Lawler. No, he didn't get no yellow ribbon, man. He got beat. He got a shot at the WBC super middleweight title, the one that Roy Jones had vacated, and he lost by unanimous decision to Eric Lucas. In his final fight, man, he wanted to get 50 fights before he retired. He fought Tucker Pudwell. Who the hell's Tucker Pudwell? The Iceman John Scully. He told Vinny Paz, he said, "Watch out, this kid can hit." And Vinny says he got knocked down. It wasn't counted a knockdown, but he says he was hit with some bombs. He would have, man. He would have been perfect in The Sopranos. And he was in this movie. I saw it today. It wasn't released. And I can't even. My memory's so short. Unless I see something 100 times. But he was in a movie that had Dennis Hopper in it, and Andrew Dice Clay, and I can't even remember the star, but it was about these three guys in Florida, and two of them killed one of them. But anyway, it wasn't released. Okay, it was Frank Stallone. Frank Stallone was the star, and it wasn't released because Sylvester Stallone did a walk-on, and they kept using that to promote the movie, and he ended up suing the producers. Look at Vinny Paz just. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching this. I got it off the screen already. But hey, man, I usually don't stay all that long. An hour and a half. That's kind of long. And it was, this is just a happy birthday to Vinny Paz for giving us a hell of a career. And thanks for hooking up with me up in Pennsylvania a couple of weeks ago. It was a pleasure meeting you, my brother. I hope you can see this and appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. So happy 60th birthday to Vinny Paz. And anybody else out there that's got a birthday coming up or recently passed, don't take them lightly, bro. They don't happen on a regular basis. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, stay wise, man. God bless you. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. See you next time too, Con Paul Sotak. Two Matador. Michael Johnson, Boxing Talking More. Chen Smoke, Chain. I always like to shout out everybody that came in here. Sliding Counter, thank you so much. Derek Clark, I appreciate it, man. All you cats who came in here tonight, man. Anybody who's still here. Con Shonry, man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you like you wouldn't believe. Andrew Charles, bro. Thank you, brother. Major Key coming on here with me, man. Chewing up a little bit, man. Good stuff, man. Gotta love the Major. Like he said, man, he humbles me. He puts me on such a high pedestal, bringing me on to talk to these legends, man, you know. And it's getting better and better out here. Iceman, shout out to you. Remy, my brother, always my brother. Bruce Gass, Boxing, Jazz, and More. Stay blessed. Peace.